A commercial delivery drone operates as a synchronized endpoint within a massive digital infrastructure. These fleets function as an integrated spatial logistics network. The physical airframes, edge computing processors, and cloud databases are permanently coupled to track and move inventory through low-altitude airspace. This diagram outlines the 4 distinct sequence phases of this continuous operational pipeline. Every order must survive routing, manipulation, transit, and delivery. Scaling this pipeline from a handful of test flights to high-density commercial service requires solving severe engineering trade-offs. Every millimeter of aircraft design is constrained by strict civil airspace regulations. To maintain a profitable network, operators must subordinate aerodynamic vehicle design to the legal and computational limits of the pipeline. Phase 1 converts a digital customer order into an authorized flight trajectory, starting with a strict validation of mass. This wireframe demonstrates maximum takeoff weight. Payloads are capped between 1.8 and 3.6 kilograms. Once verified, the generator maps routes over 3D topographic grids. The overlay reveals energy optimization. Battery power drains rapidly during vertical climb, then stabilizes during wing-borne flight. Modern UAV pipelines integrate directly into Unmanned Traffic Management APIs, exchanging real-time fleet data with central air traffic databases. These UTM systems overlay statutory limits onto the map before takeoff. They enforce a strict 400-foot above-ground level ceiling to separate drones from crewed aircraft, alongside 600-foot static environmental setbacks. Routing algorithms generate trajectories that balance nonlinear energy decay models against a complex layer of invisible legal geofences. Once the software secures airspace authorization, the pipeline transitions to the physical ground fulfillment hub. Packages designed for flight must withstand intense aerodynamic shear stresses and vibrational forces. Internal geometry secures the contents, preventing the payload from shifting the aircraft's precise center of gravity during transit. This schematic details 4 primary coupling mechanisms to lock payloads: servo-actuated mechanical grippers, smart magnetic couplers, integrated winch systems, and nested cargo droids. Operations inside hubs are heavily automated. Mechanical positioners perfectly align the container with the aircraft's receptacle, triggering sensors that verify the physical latches. Manual loading by human workers is systematically eliminated. This maximizes flight turnaround throughput and guarantees zero variance in the aircraft's structural balance. The transit phase governs the primary operation of the pipeline, with UAVs navigating unsegregated airspace over distances ranging from 10 to 120 miles round trip. This data table compares leading airframe architectures. Multi-rotors suffer from high energy consumption, limiting their range. Fixed wings offer maximum battery efficiency and high cruise speeds, but cannot hover and require catapult launchers. The hybrid VTOL serves as the optimal compromise. It uses vertical thrusters to hover before pitching its rotor assemblies 90 degrees to achieve wing-borne cruise speeds. Regardless of airframe, operating safely beyond visual line of sight requires onboard detect and avoid subsystems. Traditional aviation uses millimetric radar to prevent mid-air collisions. However, radar requires a continuous power draw and imposes a severe weight penalty small airframes cannot support. This diagram illustrates an industry innovation: time-aligned microphone arrays. Digital signal processors cancel out the drone's own propeller noise, isolating the specific acoustic frequency of a distant, non-cooperative aircraft. Deep learning models analyze this beamformed audio feed to estimate the intruder's bearing, range, and rate of closing up to 2 kilometers away. Transit airframes are hyper-optimized compromises. Operators trade mechanical simplicity for the precise battery efficiency and sensor fusion required to survive unsegregated airspace. Upon reaching the destination coordinates, the aircraft transitions from high-speed transit to precision terminal descent using differential GPS and real-time kinematic positioning. Onboard optical and infrared computer vision systems scan the drop zone. If they detect moving objects like pets or pedestrians, the vehicle aborts deployment and requests clearance. This chart maps delivery modalities against acoustic footprints. Direct touchdown and low hover drops generate significant ground-level noise. The high hover modality solves this by isolating main rotor noise at 300 feet, lowering a tethered droid containing the cargo. During descent, the droid uses active micro-thruster fans to counteract lateral wind gusts up to 45 miles per hour, ensuring millimeter-precise placement. Following payload release, line tension sensors trigger immediate retraction, and the main aircraft climbs back to its high-altitude transit corridor for the return flight. The immense mechanical complexity of an active tethered droid exists almost entirely to mitigate acoustic annoyance at ground level, prioritizing noise reduction over hardware simplicity. Civil regulators enforcing Title 14, Part 135 of the Code of Federal Regulations act as the primary architects of these machines. Before scaling operations, operators must navigate the FAA's nationwide Finding of No Significant Impact framework. This imposes two strict limits: a daily cap of 1,150 flights per hub and a 600-foot acoustic setback. This chart maps acoustic outputs. High-thrust maneuvers, like takeoff and delivery, push noise past 90 decibels. This triggers the 600-foot setback rule, forcing hubs out of residential zones and into industrial parks. This drastically increases last-mile transit distances to reach the same customers. Simultaneously, the strict cap of 1,150 flights per day eliminates the viability of a multi-rotor swarm. Operators cannot scale their network capacity by simply launching thousands of small, single-item drones from a single site. To achieve profitability under a fixed frequency cap, logistics planners must scale capacity via payload mass. This requires heavier airframes capable of carrying multi-package loads on every single flight. The daily flight caps require heavier multi-package payloads, and the 600-foot setbacks mandate much longer flight ranges. Combined, aviation law actively engineers the extinction of pure multi-rotors in commercial logistics, enforcing the adoption of long-range, heavy-lift hybrid VTOLs. Scaling these low-altitude networks globally relies on two final technical transitions: standardizing acoustic airframe certifications and replacing single-pilot monitors with centralized multi-vehicle autonomous supervision. The commercial drone pipeline has matured from a hardware experiment into a fully integrated spatial network, governed entirely by the continuous feedback loop between aerodynamic physics and civil aviation law.